Good morning, friends. I wanted to bring you this message. It's not going to be a very easy one for me, but it's got a good ending. Oh, there's gonna be some background noise. I'm gonna go ahead and just warn you. But I am getting to the age now where people in my high school class are starting to deteriorate. They're starting to pass. And it was never so evident as it was this past weekend when I couldn't go to my 50th high school reunion because my walking ability is not good and it's kind of hard to find anybody to watch my babies. But it's okay. I'm gonna be fine. I'm working on it. I'm going to physical therapy and life is gonna be good again. I just know it. So yesterday I was really overwhelmed. And I just kept thinking about all my friends who were having issues and losing their husband and having this thing with where they went out and worked in the community and got poison ivy all over themselves and it was just been miserable. And so I've been praying to God and asking him to give us favor. And I know you probably don't think that really has anything to do with my farm page, but it absolutely does. I'm here out in my chicken yard and I'm watching my animals and they're just doing their thing and they're so cute. Yesterday I gave them, I went to the grocery store and I bought them a big spaghetti squash, and because I don't have anything left like that in my garden, and I bought them a butternut squash. And I cut them in half, and as you see right there, when I'm doing it the wrong direction again, dadgummit, I always like to do it, I don't like to do it portrait, I like to do it landscape. They have eaten the other one totally gone. And I hang it on the fence and they just come up and they love pumpkins, they love anything that you can put on the fence for them, and they just go after it. They'll even eat the hard shell and everything. So here's the thing, as you can tell, I was just sitting here talking about something that is so hard for me to talk about because I love my friends. I really do, and I hate to see them struggle, and I hate to see me struggle. But, I know I'm protected by the love of Jesus, and I know he's going to get me through it. And I know that he'll get them through it too, but sometimes it's just hard. So I come out here and I sit with my chickens, and I watch them just take care of business. If you'll watch them, you'll notice that one of them will start getting their food and they'll just reach over and just peck them on the head and they're done with it, and the other one goes away and they get their way and life is good again. And it just gives you such a perspective, and it's such a treat to watch them. They have their little communities within the flock. If you notice, there's a rooster down here that's see right here. Right there's the rooster, and he has those hens. And then up here, there's another rooster right here, and those are his hens. And I've got 6 roosters. One is a barn rooster because he is old. He's the granddaddy, and he's taught all these guys everything they know. He teaches them how to watch up in the skies and see if there's anything coming that's gonna try and get them. And if they see something that's a threat, they'll go, no! And all of the hens will run and fly as fast as they can into the barn. Or I've got some panels, wire panels down here that's laid up against the fence. I don't know if you can see them, but those are also protection, and they'll get underneath those too. They'll just run as fast as they can. So it's like you can be all upset and you can be all forlorn and worrying about everybody. And like I did this morning, I went into my hallway because I really feel the presence of God right there. And I told God, I said, God, I'm so excited today because I had prayed to him last night and asked him, I said, I have all these eggs, I have all these chickens, and I know that you have gotten me here, and I know this is what you want me to do, but I need you to help me. I said, I need your guidance. I said, I know I don't ask you very often because I know you're busy. I know you're busy, and I know that you have things to do for people who need way more than I do to just learn how to walk again, and how am I supposed to sell my eggs when I get 3 to 4 dozen a day? How am I supposed to do this? And I really don't think that there's anything such as random thoughts or coincidences. I think everything is purpose driven, and I think it's all given from God. You either get it or you don't. You either ask Him or you don't. And that's just kind of the way that it is. And if you don't like the way I'm talking on my channel, then you need to probably just go somewhere else, because there's going to be a lot of God in my channel. So, long story short, this morning, after I prayed in my hallway to God and asked Him to please give me favor, I have met this wonderful, wonderful woman, and her name is Gwen Hartzler, and she absolutely is the bomb. She has pretty much taken me under her wing, and she's helping me move forward with my business, and I have posted this on the local community page, and all of a sudden I'm getting all kinds of people who just are messaging me and sending requests from my farm page, and I'm not overwhelmed with that, but I'm overwhelmed with what God has done for me just this morning. And if you give Him the glory, there's Mo. He's got a girl, and her name is Hawk. They both have that little thing going on, so I call him Mohawk, and he's Mo and she's Hawk. And they are the most precious animals you've ever met in your life. They're Appenzeller Spitzhobens, and they're the wild breed, so they don't get around too many people, or they kind of keep to themselves. He's got his own little herd, and I don't know where his girls are. But back again to Jesus. Look at what He has given me. I mean, this is my garden. Look at my okra. Can you even see all of that in a year where nothing has really done well at all? My okra is about 10 feet tall, and look at the tops of them. Look at the okra. That is so much. I'm sorry. I'm kind of shaky. I'm sorry. And then I've got my tomatoes. The chickens have pulled those down and eaten the tops off of them. And I really don't care. I'm not really a tomato person. I just grow them for other people. So this year I have had a lot of okra, and I have had a lot of tomatoes here and there, just here and there. And some of my tomatoes haven't done anything. But I've gotten so many different varieties this year, some that are determinate and some that are indeterminate, which means some of them produce all summer long and some of them produce one pop and they're done. Some of them are early, so they have to have cooler temperatures to germinate, and some are late, so they have to have the warmer temperatures to germinate. But here's the thing. I retired in April, and I'm just going to do a little walkabout, and hopefully I don't make you sick. But I retired in April, and with that, after all of the bad weather, we had so many floods that we couldn't keep anything alive because it was all just drowning. And now you can see, I don't know if you can look at this. Let me do it this way. If you look at this, it's just nothing. Let me see where nothing but dust. Just dirt. I mean, just dirt. I have been having to mow the grass and throw grass in here for my girls to have green. And anything that I pick out of my garden that I don't want or don't need or might be just a little bit too ripe, they get all of that. And then I also have been buying them things because I just don't have enough fresh stuff for them without it. So back to what I was talking about. I normally do not have even one weed in my garden, not even one, because I just absolutely love to pull weeds and do gardening. But this year, after the bad weather, I had something go on with my neck, and I was incapacitated. I mean, totally incapacitated. All of this was supposed to be my garden. Look at this. Look at this. I can't get in there. I mean, Our places are so snaky. This is my beets. That's all the beets. I planted that whole thing in beets. That's all the beets I have. And I planted one sweet potato, and that's all I've got so far. That's it. So you come over here and you look, you see weeds all over the ground. And I'm just now getting to where I can do this again. Look at here. This we had water rationing as well. So this was my bell peppers. And it just makes me sick at my stomach. Look at these weeds. These weeds are as tall, some of them are taller than I am. I mean, there's just, but on the other hand, I've got all these tomatoes and they just went crazy. This tomato plant right here in front of me is taller than I am. It's Aroma. And all of these others have grown up and fallen over on the other side, and the chickens have eaten them. Now, if you look right here, you'll see that tomatoes have gotten so big that they have just absolutely taken over about 6 feet from the fence. And I can't get in there. I'm not healthy enough to do it. I'll fall over and hurt myself. And there's snakes. And I'm not a snaky person. I'm a snaky person, but it's not that kind of snaky person. So I can't do that either. So right now, I just feel so limited. And it just makes me crazy. But you know what? God's helping me. He's got me in rehab now. So I'm learning how to walk again. And I've got Gwen. And I met a guy today named J.R. Seifried. I think it's Seifried, but he is just amazing. He's amazing. And he's going to help me get my word out. And I met Brandon Forson, who I met, several months ago. He bought some rabbits from me and some eggs. And he actually has a streaming radio station. It's neok.us if you want to listen to it. You can hear it from anywhere. And he's helping me. And, you know, the love of God is so strong. It doesn't matter. It matters what you do. But if you repent and if you believe in Him, there's no limit to what He'll let you do. He'll let you do it if it's a good thing, not if it's something horrible. But if it's a good thing, He will absolutely help you with any. He has pushed me to do. I really feel this is a God-driven farm because I worked 2 jobs. I was a military department employee for 22 years and just retired from that. And this, I feel, He's been having me work on this for 7 years now, and 7 is a godly number. And I just feel like maybe this is my bye year. Maybe I'm not supposed to do anything this year, and He's having me rest up so that whenever things break next spring, maybe all of a sudden I can have my farm actually be a working farm again. I really want that. But He has helped me do things that I cannot do myself. I cannot do it myself. I'm serious. Do you see this wall right here, this white part in the what's it called? Hardware cloth? I built that myself. It was a garage door, and I had the garage door taken off, and I built that all by myself. I don't have that skill. I hung a door, and I got a a screen door for it. The chickens, first thing they did was they killed it. So I put some wire on that, hung it in here. I built this where my rabbits are. I built this. I don't know how to do that. I couldn't even pick it up. I stopped and I said, Jesus Christ, I need you. You're the builder. You're the one. You're the strong one. Help me do this. And so in order to stand it up, I did it all by myself. Well, I did it with His help. I built this box for them, this nest box for them. I didn't really build that, but I turned it into a nest box from some old cabinets that I had. And, you know, I mean, it's just See this wall right here? This wall was not here. This was a 30 by 40 shop. And so I built this wall and I hung these doors. It was hot, so I cut a hole in that one and put some wire up and put a fan there so that it could blow air from one side to the other. And I'm telling you, and I built this so that I could put my my rabbit cages on them. I tell you, there's nothing, if you ask Jesus, please, Jesus, guide me, give me your strength, show me what, your thoughts are not random. Your thoughts are put in your head by the good one or the bad one. And it's just your choice. We're just here. I really feel like we're just here as a test to see where we're going to go next. This is our test. This is our, and when we die, our test is over and we get graded. And that's just the way it is. And you can love it or hate it, but that's just the way it is. So anyway, I'm going to close, and I hope I haven't gone over too long, but I just want you to know that Jesus loves you, I love you, and there's nothing you can't do, even in your darkest hour. Even in your darkest hour, He is there with you, sitting beside you, crying with you. Okay? Have a great day, guys.